Springtime is a strange one here in the north of Finland. It's a transition, but a painfully slow one. There is so much snow and coldness that a spring I used to know while living in the south, with butterflies and flowers blooming, is not a springtime here. It was a shock to me at first, because spring used to be my favorite time of the year. The time when everything woke back to life again, including me. But now it takes so much time, and the transition is so slow, it feels like winter is never ending. Sometimes there are moments when a small breeze of warmth or a golden light of the sun reminds that there actually is an end to this winter. Slowly, in its own time, the nature awakens, and with it our minds and bodies too. We need to give nature, but also ourselves, time to adapt. Moving from the darkness straight into the light that burns on the glimmering snow is not an easy one and shouldn't be rushed into. Because I feel it myself, how hard it is to move from winter towards the warmer days, I also want to help creatures living here in the north with me. I've been feeding birds all winter. At first, my feeding station remained empty. The birds didn't trust me and my willingness to help them survive through the winter. But now, towards the spring, my backyard has been filled with different kinds of birds, squirrels and other small creatures of the forest. They are right behind my kitchen window. I think it's a perfect trade. Me keeping them fed throughout the hardest time of the year, while they bring me so much joy and liveliness to this time when everything else feels so dead and quiet. I love winter, its darkness and coldness, but I feel ready for the light and warmer days now. It feels like after a long, good night's sleep when the mind is ready to wake on its own, refreshed and energized for a new day and for a new beginning. There has been a new beginning in my story too. This year has brought a lovely person, a fellow soul into my life. He has brought a lot of light and laughter into my days. And with him, also Papu has got a new friend, Rover. Rover is a young and energized spirit, but with a kind and loving heart. They're getting along well with Papu, and I'm really happy that Papu doesn't have to be alone in her old days. With this new family of mine, moments together are never lost. Even the simplest ones, they feel so precious, spent with someone important. Together, they create a life I'm grateful for being a part of. Now when the light has returned and the days are longer and longer, I have much more energy to do things I enjoy. Making things by hand and creating connects me to something concrete. In this modern time when everything we do is digital, in a way it doesn't even exist. All that is done by hand feels valuable and more meaningful. Making my own clothes and caring for the things that I already own is important to me. Most of my clothes and stuff at my home are made by me or found on a second-hand shops. They're not just any things I can throw away and buy new ones instead. I have to think if I really need something new before I start making it, because it will take a lot of time to be finished. And when it breaks, I know how to repair it and I'm willing to spend the time to do so, because that thing is valuable to me in a different way than if it was store-bought. In the future, I want to grow my own food and be as self-sufficient as possible. I think it's a part of our nature to be connected in this world with our hands, by creating, building and repairing. I don't want us to lose those skills, even though we would have machines that could make all that more efficiently. Not everything has to be as efficient as possible. Thank Thank you so much for being here with me and listening the changes in my story. I hope a lot of light into your lives, and I see you soon.